What if I wrote a poster that said fashion, tailoring and designing? What would you do if your uncle, who was supposed to take you to university, later changed his mind and said no? What's up guys, my name is Sambabo. I'm a fashion designer based here in Johannesburg, and this is my story. It's October 2015 and I just moved out of my uncle's house, who promised to take me to university to study medicine but later changed his mind. He said that he has taken all his siblings to university and he was not going to start taking his nephews and nieces to university anymore, because who is gonna look after his kids? When I got that news, it broke me and I was so upset for a very long time. But as I grow older, I have come to the realization that I wasn't his responsibility, and it's fine and it's okay that he did that. I do not blame him. It's 2015 October, moved in with a friend. You see how God works. I wake up one early morning, I'm taking a walk. I'm like, let me just take a walk. I'm taking a walk. As I was taking a walk, I see a poster that said fashion, tailoring, cutting and designing. Then it sparked interest in me. I was like, oh, interesting. Let me just go inside and see what they do and just find out how they do things. I got inside, I find the principal. She was so nice and very sweet. Oh, Mrs. Banda, God bless your heart. I get in and I get told that the course only takes 1 year for you to complete it, and you only pay 1,200 kwacha, but for the entire course. But you can only pay 200 registration fee, then you start attending the classes. I was like, okay, cool. Lord God, behold, I had a 200 kwacha right there. I paid and went back home. Where I was staying with my friend, it was just like a 3 minutes walk from the house to the school. But we shifted from where we were staying with my friend to another township, and it was quite a distance. So all these things, that me registering the school and moving out of the place with my friend, it was happening month end of November. So we moved out, December came, school was starting in January, but I never had transport money. January, not going to school. February came, I wasn't attending classes. And then when March came, I just had to make a decision. I was like, you know what, Sam, just walk from here to school, walk. So 14th of March, I started attending classes. I used to wake up at 4 in the morning. I would get to school like at 7. Then 8, we start with classes. I did that every day for 5 months. Then one sweet morning, I wake up. It was a Saturday. I wake up, I'm like, what if I wrote a poster that said fashion, tailoring and designing done here, on the gate of the house where I was living with my friend? And that's exactly what I did. After doing that, then people started bringing their alterations. People started bringing their materials, their fabrications for me to make them clothes. What I used to do was, a client would come with the fabric and then I would take the measurements and then take it back to school. After everybody has knocked off at 1 p.m, I would remain in class with my lecturer. I would obviously pay her like a 30 kwacha. I would remain with my lecturer, then she would cut things for me, then I can just put everything together. We used to use those hand machines. Have you ever used that hand machine before? That's the one. That was the life. Up until 9 months into the course, then I had saved like a 900 kwacha. I decided to buy a machine from my principal, which was a manual machine, the foot one. So it was much better than the hand one. I got that machine and started doing alterations from home, and that's how I used to survive, pay my rent and pay a little bit of my school fees and also transport money. March 2017, I graduated, but remember, I only learned how to make a boy's shirt and a baby dress. So after graduation, then I decided to open my first shop. The first 2 months, it was dry. So what I did was, I decided to start learning how to make other people's clothes via YouTube. Right here! You see how God works? And by the time people started coming to my shop, I had already learned how to make other people's clothes and I was still learning. I started attracting a lot of marketeers who loved African print dresses. They used to trade on this open field market. So every time I would make a dress and take it to one marketeer, she would try it on right there in front of others. Then they would see how amazing the dresses I was creating were. And that's how I attracted a lot of them. And every day, starting from the very first day I made a dress for one marketeer, every day I used to get at least 1 or 3 marketeers come to my shop to ask for dresses, but my prices were very low. After that, my landlord was not happy. I got chased out of the shop and went back to work from home. After sitting at home for 3-4 months, I then decided that no, I think it's time for me to move out of the township and just go look for somewhere nice, somewhere with people who are in their middle income class. And that's exactly what I did. When I got there, I continued to work from home and saved money a little bit. What I used to do was that when every order comes, I would save a 5% and then I would use the other money to do the things that I needed to do. So I had saved up like a 4,500 kwacha, which I've bought my very first industrial sewing machine, straight sewing machine. That was in 2018. Now I've moved from the township to a more, better place. 2018 August, I decided to open my second shop. After I just opened that second shop, oh my goodness, and things started to change. But so now remember, I have moved out of the township to a more convenient place. Then I realized that I started getting more clients than I was getting from the township, and work was piling up. So I decided to teach my brother how to sew. My brother joined me. I also employed a friend that I used to be with in the same class when I was doing the tailoring course, Sharon. I employed Sharon, so it was myself, my brother, and Sharon. 2019 March came. I decided to go and showcase my first ever collection. I will put it here, let me. So this is my very first collection that I ever did. I decided to do a collection and go and showcase it to the Ndola Fashion Week, which went well. I did interviews for youth there. I was on national television. Just everything went well. After that, this is 2019. It was time for Lusaka July. I was like, why not? Lusaka July is more like Durban July that we have here in South Africa. I was like, why not? Then I called a friend. I was like, show me. Let's do something dramatic. Let's show our nipples and everything in J. Everything in J. Let's go show them Pepe. We went, and the moment we got there, I had this floral cape with a shirt with nipples showing and chains. And when we got there, just by the entrance, the photographers stopped taking pictures of everyone. The venue stopped. It was quiet, and they concentrated on us. They took pictures of me and my friend. They took pictures. Everybody was shocked because we did something that has never been done before, and to look at how Zambia has branded itself as a Christian nation. So we shocked everybody. Everybody was shocked. Some of them were happy. Some of them were like, what's this? But anyway, photographers stopped taking pictures of celebrities and videos, and they only concentrated on us. And I think that was one marketing strategy that I had, and I just had to put myself out there. My hair was pink. I had my hair dyed in pink. Lusaka July went well. We went back home, slept. Sunday morning, I went to the barber shop because I had dyed my hair pink, so I never wanted my clients to see me with pink hair. So I went to the barber shop, then went to open my store. After opening my store, I'm busy working. I just hear my phone ringing, messages coming in. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? I was trending. Guys, I was trending. I was everywhere on the news, in newspapers. People called me all kinds of names. Some of them said I should be burned. They should take me to prison. They should take me to jail. I trended, guys. I was everywhere, in every newspaper and on every TV station, just because of what I wore. That was the impact I had on my Lusaka July. outfit. After that, knowing celebrities, they liked my boldness and the outfit that I wore. I attracted a lot of celebrities and they started coming to my shop. It was all rosy, it was all nice, until they started asking for very complicated designs. And remember, in school I only learned how to make a boy's shirt and a baby dress. I had no idea of professional pattern making and professional garment construction. And by then I did make quite a little bit of money. I also renovated my shop. I had 3 machines, but I bought about 6 machines in the shop and then 2 machines at home. Everything was okay. Then I just had to sit with myself and be honest with myself to be like, no, you know what? I think you need more. You need more. You have done well for yourself. You are renting a house. You have furniture. You are saving money for a car and money for a plot. But you have done well for yourself. But maybe it's time for you to invest more and just go and learn and see what's out there. That's when I decided to sell my business and everything, my furniture, pack up my bags and come to South Africa. But COVID happened just a day before I was supposed to come to school to South Africa. That's when lockdown happened and Ramaphosa decided to close the borders for 21 days. YouTube is not my thing, but I think it's just important for fashion designers to share their stories before they even succeed, so that you know where they are coming from, and also to just inspire the next generation, because fashion is not easy. Fashion is not easy. If you really want to be a fashion designer, it's not easy. It's very tough. It's rough. It's very bumpy, but I'm here still trying to find my way to things. Just let me know if you'd like me to make a part 2, and then I will take it up from there. Alright, bye guys. Ciao, bijou. My name is Sambabo. I'm a fashion designer based here in Johannesburg, and this is my story part 1.